Welcome back, everyone. We want to see the steps to be taken in cutting our lap coat. We want to make an overlap lap coat and overlap at the back side as well. So we'll start by placing the measurement tape, and I have my measurements here, a scissors and my chalk. So I'll start with placing the actual measurement point. That's I'm having 30 inches long coverall. So though sorry my tab is not that long, but we'll still get the actual measurement. Alright, we'll start with the armhole, placing it at 7 inch, and also with the second shape. That's the point that will be determining the actual shape of the person. Then, since we have 33 inches for the measurement, that's 33 shape as the person measurement, we have to measure it before placing an iron or cutting it off to avoid wasting of customers' material or fabric. So I'm having here more than 33 inch. So to avoid that, I will have to drag my clothes back so that you can make a perfect cloth out of it, and also not to waste the customer's fabric. So we're having here 33 and 3-inch allowance. So since we needed to make an overlap at the back side, we have to drop here 2-inch allowance, or 1.5. Let's just make 1.5-inch allowance, and also drop our 33 inch here, and also get the rest 1.5 allowance for the cutting and also seaming allowance. Let's just get to the shoulder length. Let's just get to the shoulder length. We have the shoulder length we have the shoulder length 14, which is 7, so which is 7, and there will be no, let's just say, no adding of allowance at the shoulder measurement in case you want to make another style out of it. So after this, we have to put our scissors here, which I've done that to divide it. So we have a 2 opening. So that's for the back. Then while seaming it, you have to sew the 1/2 inch here, from the 1/2 inch down straight, and also straight down, so that also in it you have your beautiful overlapping. So for the front, we have to measure and carve out the front 2 opening. So since we measured 1.5 for the front, since we measure 1.5 for the front, that's 14. That's 1.5. We have to measure where the point of the opening will stop. Since I'm sewing for a child, I have to take 12 12 and also sketch my, let me do my 1.5 for the help of others people. So you have to sketch our work from ½ inch, gently down to this point. Then you now get to where your 1.5 there. This is my 1 inch out. Then my ½ inch remaining will be for my seaming allowance. That's for my sewing allowance. This will be for my sewing allowance. So the ½ inch that is remaining there will be for my sewing allowance. So everyone, we have a lap to be drafted out. So we sketch out the neckline. Remember we had 7 and they have that's 14 inch. So we are going to get away 3 inch. Not that wide open, and also 3 inch. That's for the front. Be very careful while cutting it, guys. Very careful with the depth and the width. That's the depth line, neck. So it won't really go down. Depending on the customer's dress, I may decide to use 2.5, and also I may decide to use 3 inches or 2.5, depending on the customer. And please make sure that all your sketching must be done on the rough side. I'm cutting out my front, and I will have to slope my shoulder side by ½ to 1 inch. But I won't get that ½ to 1 inch because I'm sewing for a child. I won't really get to ½ to 1 inch because I am sewing for a child. So to also get your neckline being cut, remember you have to pin your dress. Have to pin your fabric after cutting to avoid shifting, and also any possibility of moving from where it's supposed not to be there to elsewhere. So this for my back side. From my half measurement, I have to remeasure my shoulder neck again so that I will know where I can fix my point. 15. So from my, I have 3 down here, just half, not that really 1. I just have here ½ inch because I am sewing for a child. Then I will have to place my front fabric on my back fabric to get my actual shoulder sloping. So all is done. As you can see, it's all drafted out. I have my front fabric and my back fabric. So the last but not the least is for me to sketch. It's for me to sketch my back. For me to sketch my back. That's my sleeve. My sleeve measurement is what? 15. Short. Okay, I have to sketch out my front pocket. Remember, we are sewing a lab coat, so it has so many patterns on it. Remember to iron your fabric. Remember to iron your fabric to have a very neat sketch work. Now cut it out. That's for the side pockets at the front fabric. Then we will now go for the sleeve. My sleeve measurement is 15. Then I will have to take 16 and a half. I will have to take 16 and a half. Or 16 inch, sorry. I have decided to take 16 inch, not 16 and a half again. So, I wanted to sketch out of the book, so I remembered I have to make it for my beautiful audience to see. So I have to make 4. That's where my armhole is going to join. My first armhole, making the shape of, that's 6.7. That's 3.5. So I am having a sleeve arm of 6.5, that's 3.5. The sleeve hand measurement is divided by 2, not 4. Then I am sketching my sleeve armhole. That's my first armhole. Sorry guys, it's not a fitted sleeve. Now drop to bring out the second one. So you now place the sleeve that was already cut to the other fabric to get the actual sleeve. So as you can see, I am cutting it out. So I've gotten my sleeve. So I have to make an inner lining for my fabric. Remember, you have to make an inner lining for your fabric. Your inner lining for your fabric has to be 31 and a half inch That's the actual lining, 1.5 inch. That's the actual measurement you use at first while cutting out the other fabric. Or cutting out the other fabric. So guys, on our next tutorial, we are going to show you on how to make use of this inner lining, how to stitch it. You have to iron it, how to stitch it. It's a very beautiful work. Also stitch it, and also while sewing, we will make use of this fabric to get our neck measurement. See you guys till next edition of our next tutorial. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Feel free to ask any question. Sister Titches will give you the response. Bye.